The night I buried my fiancé, a stranger knocked on my door. He had Kofi's voice, Kofi's eyes, and Kofi's laugh. But it wasn't him. "You broke your promise, Adoma," he whispered, his breath chilling my skin. "Now, we all pay." My name is Adoma, and I live in Bisis, a small village in Ghana surrounded by ancient forests and endless whispers. Life here was simple, until it wasn't. I was engaged to Kofi, the only man who ever made my heart race and my laughter louder. But a week before our wedding, he drowned in the river. Or so I thought. The elder said it was the work of Asasia, the forest spirit that punishes those who cross her sacred waters. I didn't believe in the old stories, not until the night Kofi came back. That evening, the wind carried a strange silence, the kind that made your skin crawl. I was sitting by the fire, holding Kofi's old shirt, when the knock came. It was slow and deliberate, like the rhythm of a funeral drum. I opened the door, and there he was. Or something wearing his face. "Adoma," he said, his voice as familiar as my own heartbeat. I stumbled back. "Kofi. But you're dead." He tilted his head, smiling that same mischievous smile I fell in love with. "Do I look dead to you?" At first, I convinced myself it was grief playing tricks on me. But as the days passed, Kofi, if it was really him, began slipping back into my life. He helped fix the thatched roof, teased me about burning the yam stew, and even danced with me under the moonlight like old times. One night, as we laughed over a silly joke he told, I found myself leaning into him, feeling his warmth. For a moment, I forgot the strangeness of it all. Then I saw it, the shadow he cast wasn't his. It was something much darker, with eyes that glowed like embers. "Kofi," I whispered, pulling away. "What are you?" His smile faltered. "You promised to be mine forever, Adoma." "Death doesn't break that promise." I confided in Nana Oma, the village herbalist, a woman whose wrinkled face seemed to know every secret the earth kept. She listened, her fingers weaving protective charms as I spoke. "That's not your Kofi," she said firmly. "It's a Sansan Baradi, a spirit of the restless dead. If it stays, it will claim more than just you." The next night, Kofi, or whatever he was, returned, his demeanor colder, his eyes unblinking. He demanded we leave the village together, away from prying eyes. When I refused, his face twisted into something monstrous. "You don't get to choose, Adoma," he growled, his voice echoing with something otherworldly. I ran. Nana Oma prepared me for the fight. Armed with a sacred talisman and a calabash of enchanted water, I returned to the river where Kofi had died. Under the full moon, Kofi emerged from the shadows, his once warm eyes now black voids. "Why, Adoma?" he asked, his voice breaking. "Why won't you come with me?" Tears streamed down my face as I held the talisman tightly. "Because you're not him," I said. "And I won't let you take me." The battle was fierce. Kofi, or the spirit, used memories and laughter to weaken me, but I fought back with everything Nana Oma had taught me. When I poured the enchanted water over him, his scream was unlike anything I'd ever heard. It shook the trees, the earth, and my very soul. As he dissolved into mist, the real Kofi's voice whispered, "I always love you." The forest is quiet now, the whispers gone. I still feel Kofi's presence sometimes, in the rustle of leaves or the warmth of the sun on my skin. Life in Bisis has returned to normal, or as normal as it can be after facing the darkness. And me. I've learned that love is powerful, but so is letting go.